So hello everybody and welcome to the channel. Bob's Sales this time's next year. So we have actually got the Grinn Mogul today. I'm actually quite looking forward to this drop, I must admit. It's just a bit of a shame about the actual Monopoly board and the music itself. So before we do anything, I will actually just play the drop video because that's normally how I start these streams. Let me just do that. Hopefully this is not too loud for you. Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. Bob's Sales this time's next year. We have some more on English art coming to the veve app. Unfortunately, veve did release this article 2 days before the drop, so that's not ideally enough time for me to make a great video. With that being said, I know how big Ron English is, so I'm going to try and do a quick history, quick recap of his life. Ron English, also known as the godfather of street art, is a contemporary artist. Ron has literally done it all, from street art to fine art galleries to albums to cereal boxes. Ron has also moved on to making some great physical pieces. He even coined the term propaganda. This was used to describe the mashups of art and the use of real-world issues, which he tends to do a lot in his art pieces. In fact, his website itself is called Propaganda. So let's start with the street art. Ron English actually started off with a background as an art reproducer in the 1980s, before going on to make his own work. Ron has murals all around the world. He actually has billboards all around the world. He also initiated and participated in loads of illegal public art protests. That's actually how he got his nickname.
Notorious illegal artist.
And Ron has actually been arrested on several occasions for this act.
Would work at night because it just seems like it's illegal. You should probably do it at night. But at some point I thought, you know, we just, these guys are all criminals. I'm a criminal. It's like, what if we just did it during the day?
Culture jamming is a big part of Ron's work. The meaning being, the artist would go around changing words or images on billboards to actually change the message that was already on them, often to reflect an anti-establishment message. So basically, when he thought a company was promoting or being a bit shady with their agenda or not being truthful, he'd go around correcting this on billboards. The change to the work is supposed to make you look at the real picture and question capitalism in itself. Ron often does this by using grotesque work and sometimes offensive work, but it's all to make the consumer look deeper into the meaning and then find out the real backstory of what it's about, which it normally is about unhealthy food or political statements being forced upon everyone, and many other social issues. His frequent targets of this sort of work include Mickey Mouse and McDonald's. He does actually use Mickey Mouse a number of times to cover the female breast. A good example is the Here More Evil Monkeys. We have the yellow and red costume. It's obviously Ronald McDonald's hair, so this is obviously a take on McDonald's. And the description for that drop itself actually reads, "Don't turn the other ear to the evil lies of the insincere or the ballyho of sloganers. He hears more than he wants to hear." So he's definitely not loving it.
I'm loving it.
Later, Ron went on to focus on another form of advertising, and this was product boxes. He actually did everything from cigarettes to milk cartons to cereal boxes. Of course, the serial killers we already have in veve, that was created for this exact purpose. Now, we all know that they represent the high content of sugar and the preservatives that are damaging not only adults but children. Ron and his band of bandits would actually go around to stores around the world and actually switch out some of his items and put them in the aisle. So let's talk fine art. Ron does actually have a fine art degree. He passed that in Texas. Ron would later move to New York to start selling his own works. He actually exhibitioned his grade school Guernica pieces at the Station Museum of Contemporary Art. Of course, this work was a take on Picasso's Guernica. He'd also done other reworks of The Last Supper and Starry Night. He's literally in galleries from Madrid to England to New York. Ron has also dabbled in album art covers. He made covers for Dandy Warhol's Welcome to the Monkeys House album. He also did the 2010 album for Slash. He even done the Fame cover for Chris Brown. It was in 2005 that the English creator designed toy versions of his art. Ronnie the Rabbit was actually the first artwork turned toy by Ron. In 2013, he actually paired up with Slash again to create a limited edition fiberglass bust, which is the image used on the album. I actually have this album, Slash and Friends, and I did not notice that. He also partnered with Chris Brown to launch their Dumb English toy, a pink astronaut Star Skull. The same year, he also collaborated with Pearl Jam. This was to produce a physical phallus sheet. This drop was actually done in blind box format and was sold in stores and at Pearl Jam's concert. I'm not going to believe this, but Ron even has his own band called the Rabbits. They've released several full-length albums over the years. Somehow, he's even included artists like Slash and Travie McCoy from Gym Class Heroes in them albums. I believe the music that was in the video for this drop was actually from Ron and his band. Ron and his fellow artists also starred in a Simpsons episode. This was based around street art. Ron is also the only artist to have a Funko. Yes, Ron is actually that big. He also made a slight appearance in Banksy's exit through the gift shop. In fact, I'm 100% certain that Ron knows who Banksy is, and in fact knows him well. Again, these videos always tie together. A Banksy piece titled Slave Labour was once again removed from the wall of a bargain shop, and it was later sold at auction. This first went to an auction in Miami, but after complaints and backlash, they actually removed it from the sale. That piece then went back to the UK and once again was put up for auction and sold. Again, after this sale, it was then put up again for auction in Los Angeles. This item sold for over $600K.
We have a bid of $600,000 going once. Do I have any further advance at $650,000? Going twice. The current bid is $600,000 in the gallery. Going thrice. Last chance. Final offer at 600. And it's going to Ron English. Last chance. Final offer. Sold!
And who was the buyer? None other than Ron English. So rather than me explain it, why not let the man himself explain what his reasons were?
My idea for this painting is to whitewash it for my good pal Banksy. And I only wish I could have spent more money for it.
How cool is
that? Had less money for. Now I'm going to paint it white again. I'm done. Yeah. Should be bought and sold. I don't think there's a lot of thinking behind that. I think that's, we're tired of people stealing our stuff off the streets and reselling it. So I'm just going to buy everything I can get my hands on and whitewash it. Then of course, I'll sell the whitewash painting for $1 million. I'm crazy, but I'm not stupid.
So yes, he did in fact buy it just to make a stand and plan to whitewash it for his friend, Banksy. Again, I reiterate, street art should not be brought and sold. So moving on to the VV drop. This drop is another take on some physical pieces already made from Ron. The new figure features English take on the iconic tycoon character from the classic real estate board game Monopoly. Mogul Grinn dons a classic top hat, tuxedo, monocle, and of course a signature skeletal smile. And I should also tell you, these toys cost around $400 each, if not more. They also come in 3 variations for each character. Each character has one with white teeth, silver teeth, gold teeth. As of yet, I've yet to find a physical one for the green version with the green teeth. That being said, let's get into the drop details. The first 3 mogul grinns drop Friday the 29th of September, 8 AM PT, which of course is 4 PM UK time. This of course is blind box waitlist format, and the list price for this collectible is going to be 30 gems. And normally this does say the first edition for public sale is 41. But in this case, it doesn't have that listed. The Mogul Grinn Black Tie is your rare, and this will be mint in 1,444 edition. Mogul Grinn Greed Green is the ultra rare variety. This will be mint in 1,111 editions. And this is the one I can't actually match to a physical toy yet. Last but not least is the Mogul Grinn Gold Skull, which will be the secret rare. This one will be mint in 666 editions. A total of 90 will be withheld by veve and the licensors. Like most artist works, there is only a 2.5% selling fee on the market. So the key point right at the start, this is the first of 3 of a larger collection. So there's definitely more to come. And as I said, each version I did find, there was actually 3 of each of that version. I also spotted a red version along the way, so that could be a later series or a sneaky airdrop to come. Now I'm going to play these vids
the red one in the
and
back,
then I'll give you my overall opinion.
Cash, 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 gimme, gimme. Cash, 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 gimme, gimme.
really what the music and the monopoly. Look at the board.
Gimme, gimme.
I like to try and play the old animation in one, just in case you wonder why this bit is so long. I like to show it uncut with the music and stuff, even though we're not even getting the music.
As you can tell in the video, we actually had a Monopoly board with bits and also music. However, on the drop article, none of these are interactive or show sound or a board. Now with the physicals, they also had poker chips behind the actual picture. Although they were in the picture, they wasn't actually included on the item. It was literally just a promotional image. And for the VV drop advertisement, we seem to have a Monopoly board that's no longer there. So the thing is, in this picture, it clearly shows a Monopoly board. So there's definitely a Monopoly board made in real life for the physicals. Now I do believe if you show something in a VV drop hype vid, the drop itself should definitely include this. Even I try to not add effects to the drop image or the videos when I'm making videos myself, when I'm displaying the item you're about to buy. The buyer should only see what they're getting. So where is the music? Where is the board? My only hope is it's a possible airdrop to come. And that's either with the character with the board or just the board itself. And we do know on Ron's last drop, he actually did an airdrop. So I was really excited when I first see the first video, but now the article doesn't actually match the video. I believe that's a big disappointment to see the first video and then see what we're actually getting after. It kind of feels like it was built up to be disappointment. Now I was going to go for the drop, but I'm really unsure now, I must admit. That being said, Ron is a very, very big name. It does actually say you'll need one of these to get in the New York Comic Con veve after party. It's great to see veve starting to add utility. If people have traveled all the way to see you at your event, paid money to get there, paid money to stay there, I feel it's a bit wrong to ask them to buy a collectible just to get in the after party event myself. People travel a long way. Not only that, if you can't get to New York, the utility is pretty useless. Now overall, the collectibles are really nice. My favorite would actually be the black. So let me know your thoughts. Do you feel a bit misled by the first video? Do you feel a bit disappointed that the drop doesn't actually include any music or sound or the board? Because I'm honestly a bit baffled by that advertisement and that release. So anyway, I've been your host, Bob Sales. This time next year, we will be millionaires. A peace.
If I can just get my $3 million back.
No refunds.
But he just said the show was a sham.
Oh, it is. And I'm just a guy sitting at a table. The only thing that's real is a sign that says no refunds.
You gotta love the endings. You gotta love the endings. So yeah, I am gonna go for this drop. I still love the drop itself, I must admit. Let me pull the drop window up. I do like the drop, and because Ron does a lot of airdrops, I've got a funny feeling because of the backlash about where is the board, I've got a funny feeling that's what we're going to see. Let me just pull my screen back up. Hello, everyone, by the way. Let me just pull the screen back up. So we've got 20 minutes left until the drop. If you're not joining the wait list, you should probably do that now. Where are we? So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Let's just catch up on the chat 1 second. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Brune. Morning, Master Jim. Good to see you, mate. Tony, my favorite art piece, the Ukraine poster. I actually forgot that was even in the app when I made that video, until I made that video. And then I remember you mentioning it yesterday about that being the only one without an airdrop, which you are right. Now, my thoughts on that may be because it's a charity piece, same as the flowers. That's why they haven't had an airdrop, whereas the rest of his sets have actually had airdrops. And I'm hoping, like Jimbo says down below there somewhere, bloody phone. Yeah, I'm hoping, like Jimbo said down below somewhere, that it's actually going to be the Monopoly board, because people were disappointed without the Monopoly board. I don't get why they advertised it with the Monopoly board and then we didn't get a Monopoly board, right? And obviously, as you can see by that video, the Monopoly board exists in the physical world. So I can imagine we might get an airdrop of the Monopoly board, because everyone was a bit disappointed without the board. Some people did actually like it without the board. Some people preferred it with the board. I actually preferred it with the board and the music, and I thought we was going to get both. And the music's definitely from Ron English's band, by the way, The Rabbits, because I actually found it. Funko, yeah, I actually moved back this way around today. My other shelving and stuff's that way, that direction. But yeah, I changed back up because obviously I wanted to display my Funkos today. Not that you can see any of them, what's actually behind me, but yeah. I will do a Funko video. I am going to do that. But I think I'm done this week for videos altogether, because I've literally put some 8-hour days in this week. I've literally done 3 videos that were over 8 to 10 hours. And then I've done these streams every day because BE's not here. So I felt a bit weird. So yeah, I felt a bit weird without the drop stream. Sorry, I was just reading that message. Yeah, I was wondering whether you were here, because I was just sitting there thinking, because I actually added that Chris Brown bit in, because I remember you mentioning it. And then when I found that, I was like, that's so cool. And then even the toy itself. And I know I said it's called Dumb. It is actually called Dumb. It weren't just me trying to say it was dumb. That's what the name of the toy was. Good morning, Cap. Good morning, friends. Bob and friends. That's me. Hit the like button. Yeah, please do that if you can. Much appreciated. Hopefully, veve can survive. I honestly think if any survive, it's going to be veve. Veve basically sold out first year and a half, and then they've survived a bear market for nearly a year and a half as well. So I think if any's going to survive, it's going to be veve, whereas DC's already in a bear market and it's starting to struggle. Although they are starting to get some hype back with some of the releases they've just done. And I do believe once they get a mobile app and it's more like veve sort of way where you can navigate it a bit better. Not that you can navigate veve so easy, but they've got thousands of NFTs, so it's a little bit different, right? But yeah, I do think once they change the site up, they'll be better. And we've got 15 minutes to the drop. Amazing thing between the arts. It was crazy. So I actually made 2 Banksy videos. And if you haven't watched them yet, they're really good videos. And that was when, I would say around there was when the deep dives started to happen. When I started to get hooked, that was when I got hooked. I made Banksy's video. And I actually think I found the identity of Banksy. And then the same guy who I thought it was then in the second video where he shreds the artwork, because he was actually in the auction when it got shredded. So I think I'm on the right lines. And it's like Ron was in looking through the exit glass or exit through the gift shop. Sorry, Banksy's thing. He was only in there for about 1 minute, but he was talking to Banksy direct. Obviously, Banksy did have a mask on for the camera, but a lot of the times you could clearly see most of the time what he looked like. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And then to find that the other day, just randomly when I'm researching a video, to find that he's actually brought Banksy artwork, 650k just to whitewash because he don't think it should be sold, which is the whole thing with brandalism, right? That's the whole thing with brandalism. They literally take street art off the walls around the world and then put it on merchandising because it's street art. It's not legally supposed to be there, so the art can't be claimed, right? That's their whole thing. And if you do go back to the Banksy videos, I actually explained the whole mantra of brandalism, because Banksy himself basically put a statement out one time about brandalism. This was before brandalism was a company, right? And that's what the statement was called, brandalism. And it was basically Banksy saying that street art could not be bought or sold. Street art is not owned. If I put it in the public, it's for the public, right? And he basically said that, and then brandalism crossed one word out. And it basically changed the whole statement and used his own statement against him. And they actually won the case in court as well. A couple of years later, they actually won the case in court. So they are legally allowed to use Banksy's work. So whether it comes or not, we don't know. But the second video was Dismal Land. And it was like an English seaside resort. And it was only up for about a week or two. And I wish I'd looked into artists back then, because I actually would have went to that. And it was like a Disneyland theme park, but zombie apocalypse. All the staff were rude to you, and there's actually a good AR video what I used in that video, what you can watch. You can actually walk around most of the park. Got a Disneyland castle, but it's all derelict and zombies and stuff like that. It was really cool. It was such a cool event, and if I knew it existed at the time, I definitely 100% would have went there. Yeah, 600k to whitewash. Morning, Tony. So we've got 13 minutes left. Stream is so much. Thank you very much. Funny enough, I don't actually trust men with nail varnish. I've got a weird phobia about that. But yeah, I do like Randy. Randy's good if you want to sell something as well. He knows the value of stuff. But then half of the time, he does do some crazy stuff, right? So a lot of the times when I see his advice to some of the whales, what he's bringing into the app, and they're all buying Mighty Marvels, like Mint 41s, and for £1,000 thinking it's going to be a good investment. That is a crazy investment. Do not do that. You're better off to buy loads of stuff under £100 right now and just stack a bunch, right? And then even that's not a safe bet, let's face it. Maybe the Monopoly board is an airdrop. Yeah, hopefully that will happen. I'm hoping, because I think veve have got a bit of backlash about where's the Monopoly board. And I don't understand why they done that promo video without the Monopoly board. I really don't understand that. That don't make any sense to me. Even I try not to edit the drop videos. When I show you the drop the first time around, I try not to add no smoke effects, nothing like that. Which normally a lot of the time I do add rain and stuff like that just to make the video look a bit more natural. Really random thing there, but a lot of the time when you see rain in my videos, I've actually added it, and it just makes the screen look a bit more realistic, like you're there. Although when I play the drop videos on my screen, it's probably not showing you the same quality, so bear that in mind. And with that video, that was a bit rushed because I had like a day between. It was a bit rushed. The edit was a bit rushed. It could have been a lot better, and it was still a great video. But compared to some of the ones I've made recently, like Lion King, Aladdin, Stan Lee, and some of the other histories I've got on there, absolutely crazy. And they're always worth a look back. If you are bored and you can't find any VV content to look at, and you did buy some of the items, or you're thinking about buying some of the items in the aftermarket, always go back and look at them videos. There's about an 8-minute history in most of them. Some of them is 2 to 3 minutes. It used to be 2 to 3 minutes, like Howard the Duck and stuff. That was 2 to 3 minutes. And the Chucky video was one of my favorites. I actually got one of the best views, that Chucky video. And then no one seemed to buy the drop. And Chucky's still one of the most underrated FAs in the app. So anyway, I'll stop babbling on now. 10 minutes. Good morning, Big A. It's good to see you, mate. I've always got on with Big A. He's always a good laugh. You might be right. They'll probably give out their, I'm not sure what that's supposed to say, gold version at the NYC Comic Con. They might as well. Although I think they're trying to promote the pops more at the Comic Con. That's what they were saying yesterday. But then even then, when they're promoting it, they haven't actually got any to sell at the event, which seems a bit silly to me. But then I'm happy with that because I'm hoping that I'm going to get one of them. And we will actually talk about that just after this drop, because it drops soon. I've actually got that page loaded up about the Funkos because I've took a deeper look at it now, read it a bit properly, and I watched My Collectibles and Alex yesterday, and that was a really good conversation. And I think Alex put it best. It's Funko's first 18-inch, and it's Funko's first in that sort of style, and it's Funko's first with it's a partnership between Funko, veve, and in that whole article, it's mentioned about veve being a partner with Funko, with veve, with Marvel, all joint together. It's not just Funko have partnered with Marvel. They've actually included veve in the whole situation. So I'm actually really happy with that. And I do think 3,000 are going to sell out at the 150 price. As I said before, you can get bags on Funko right now that are about $130. Well, £130 for me. So it's around about the same price, right? So, yeah. So there's definitely stuff already on Funko with less worth, without a free NFT to go with it. The free NFT worst case is 3,000, shared between 5 rarities. So I think that's going to do all right. I know it's not FA, the Golden Moments FA Iron Man. And then I know we've got the actual suit Iron Man, which I actually think is better than the FA Iron Man. And now we've got one without the head. Now, the collectible itself, I'm not 100% sure on the looks of it, I must admit. But it's veve's first collectible they've done. And I'm hoping this will lead to a more bigger partnership. And yes, it's not going to be for mass adoption. It's not going to help that. But it is going to help eyes on the project because people are going to see that. I get their emails every month about new Funko releases, I must admit. And people are going to see that, and they are going to look to see what veve is once they see that release. Because not a lot of people know, right? So hopefully that is... And Funko is a massive company, let's face it. And I would describe veve like Funko because you can watch any TV program, any music, any cartoon, and you can literally search up on your phone on Amazon or something, and you will find the Funko you want for that program. It could be the most randomest character, and you will find it, right? And I think that's what veve will be one day. I think veve's near enough already like that. You want a Chucky, you can find a Chucky. You want Back to the Future stuff, you've got that. You want Superman, DC. There's a whole bunch on there. And then you've even got like Happy Tree Friends. And I don't think anyone knows how important them characters are, I must admit. Them Happy Tree Friends are literally gold mines for YouTube. They're gold mines. The whole cartoon series is gold mine. So yeah, and that is well watched Mongo Media. Sorry. Give out the gold. Hopefully we all get the gold. I'm in New York City. Cops. So when the veve event is going on, I'm getting in through security no matter what. I don't blame you. I must admit, it's a bit. I mean, it's good to add the utility. I get that, but if you've honestly travelled there and one of your ideas is go and see veve, I think you should be able to go to the after party without any sort of problems. No refunds. That actually happened in the Simpsons episode, right? And when I found that with Ron English, I was in stitches. That is a really good episode, by the way. And he actually plays quite a good part in that. Yeah, I was quite happy as soon as I found that. I love the endings of these videos because the endings are to take the piss a little bit, right? They're not a dig at anyone. They're not anything like that. But sometimes it can just be a remark of the week. Something's going on. It'll be a remark, right? So it's like Cryptoys when they first tried to join the app. in the Lion King video, I put like them singing at the end, and then I made Crypt Toys come in and start singing like Pumbaa, and then obviously they sung Orpha, and I was like Crypt Toys trying to join the party, and there's loads like that. The veve verse one, racing in the veve verse, doing the veve verse, that was funny. I actually had Silicon Secure, and this was when he was alive. Actually, I had Silicon Secure as I actually put his name under the guy from Fast and Furious, and I actually had the two guys racing each other. One's in an American muscle car, and I think Tyrese is in the purple car. I can't think what it is, but it absolutely looks like a toy car. But yeah, that was pretty funny. And then at the end, he revs his engine, and obviously Silicon revs his engine, and it's 10 times better. I was like, this is what racing in the Veveverse is going to be. There's some killer endings on there. Sending secret vibes. Yeah, we've got 5 minutes left as well. I should mention that. My chat. Yeah, we've got 5 minutes left. Let's just have a quick look. 4 minutes in. Collectors at heart, no refunds. Good luck to all in the chat. Yeah, good luck everyone in the chat. Thanks for everyone for joining me again. I don't know why you keep joining me. I must admit, I was literally only filling in because at the beginning of the week, I went to do the Haunted Mansion drop and there was no one streaming. I'm like, bro, how's no one streaming this drop? I get the rarities were a bit disappointing, but it's still the Haunted Mansion, right? I mean, I still bought it. So showed the Monopoly board like at Decon almost a year and a half ago. They actually showed that Monopoly board, did they? All of these are fire. I actually agree. I like all of them. I'm not so keen on the signature smile thing, what he tends to do on all of the art pieces. But I think in Corey's video, he did actually explain that all artists need a signature piece, right? And that would be his. So, and I do want the secret rare on this one. Secret rare, or I don't really want the black one, although the black one is the best, is one of the best ones. But obviously, if I get that on a drop, I'm probably going to lose money, right? But maybe the aftermarket. I want the one with the board. Where's that one? Yeah, I agree with that 100%. Biggest bro, if you want to come in here, you're more than welcome to, mate. But yeah, I 100% agree with that. Where's the one with the board? I was well disappointed without the board. I'm still going to buy it because I've got a funny feeling Veve's going to get the backlash. A lot of people said, where's the board? So I've got a funny feeling if we get an airdrop, it will be the board. Will be the board or the collectibles with a board. Happy birthday, the biggest bro. Happy birthday, biggest bro. Your birthday today. I wished you happy birthday a couple of days ago. So I'm sorry for not knowing that. But yeah, have a blast in Vegas. I know you're going to Vegas, right, with VV Arcade, which I think is why VV Arcade's been quiet this week too. Good morning, Ash. Good morning, Gus. Good to see you. VV will and is surviving, only users won't, and your vault can go up 100 times. Yeah, VV is surviving, and VV is doing the best out of the lot, even in the down market. They still sell drops out now and again, right? And they still make huge money. And it's like when my collectibles actually mentioned it to Alex a little bit yesterday. It's like, what are you preparing for the down market? And Alex just sort of looked at him and said, what down market? So VV is doing great. I think with VV now, like if you are in it to make money, I think the way you have to do it is you have to pick your opportunities, pick your chances, and you don't have to go for every drop. You just got to be a bit more picky. And if there is profits to gain, they're smaller, right? That's the only thing. But again, if you're buying what you like, it's not so bad losing a bit of money. But again, everyone wants money to go back up. Even if you collect stuff, like I say, with all these physical stuff, even if you collect it for 50 odd years, you keep the boxes nice, you still dust everything because you don't want all the boxes staying in. And at the end of the day, one day when you're 60, you might have a family, you might need to put them through college or something. You might be like, you know what? I haven't got space for any of this stuff anymore. I need to move on with my life, move into a hut in Alaska somewhere in the middle of a cabin with no stuff. So I'm actually going to sell all my stuff and you hope it's appreciated and got up in value, right? Oh, and the drop's about to happen. So let me go to the... So the drop is literally 45 seconds in. I was just babbling away and I've not even caught up with the chat yet. So I'll catch up with the chat in 2 seconds. Almost forgot it then. So good luck, everybody. Let's see if we can do it. So I take it everyone's going for this, right? I should have put a thing in the chat, and I always forget to do that because I'm not even sure how to do that. I've got to be honest. So good luck. 2, 1, 0. Douche. So I've been accepted. So this drop is not selling out because I've been accepted. So of course I got the black tie rare 1072 has been assigned to me. I don't know what one I got there. So let's take a look, see what I got. Not actually appeared yet on this one. Right, so let's have a quick look because I really need to probably dump this black one before the prices go down and then I can buy back in, right? So the green one's on 99 already. Someone half the price straight away. Don't get why they do that. Where's the black tie? So black tie's at 35 already. Someone's put theirs up, which was a bot account by looks of it. So I may try list this one for 50 and then I'm going to buy in around 25 to 20 because I think it will go that low, right? So best idea is to sell this one before it goes down. So it's already at 25, the black one. So I'm not probably going to try and race any more to sell that one, I must admit. Because I'm quite happy for keeping it for the 30, I must admit. But again, you do have to play this game after drops because there is a chance you can save yourself 10 gem loss and then buy back in after, right? So it's actually at 25 at the minute. I'm actually thinking it might stay there. I'm not sure it will go much further than that. So let me just have a look. Oh, I got a secret rare on the other one. Nice. Nice. I like that. So I'm actually using Bob's wife still. I'm trying to sell out of this account. I must admit, I hate having 2 accounts. So I'm trying to actually sell out of this account. So I'm trying not to do drops on this one. What did I actually get on here? See what the details are. I'm sorry, chat. I'll be with you in 2 seconds. Just going to have a look, see what that's on. So it looks like the chat actually give me some superstar juju. And you know what? I'm not even going to sell that secret rare. I'm going to keep that secret rare because I like it. And I'm going to keep that secret rare and I'm going to go for the set now. That's what I'm going to do. Although I am trying to sell this one on this account because I'll actually prefer to buy it on my Bob Sales account. Because I don't want to hold anything in this account no more. So, in fact, I may just buy that off of myself and just do it that way. So anyway, yeah, so I done really well. What edition did I get? Where does it say? Oh, I got 141 as well. So that's great. Is that 141? Yo, that's fire. So I actually got the secret rare, baby. Right, so let me catch up with the chat for 2 seconds because I keep rabbiting on and I'm not surviving. Evie's doing great. Right. They won the case on technicality, I believe, because Banksy would dox himself. Yeah, well, Banksy actually went to the court for that case. So somehow Banksy actually attended the court, or I'm not sure, but he actually went to court to fight him on that. Howard Carter, I'm not sure what that's referring to. What's your opinion about this, Trav? Do you think any of them will go under retail? Black one's already under retail. You going for this drop? Yeah, I've already been for it. If every well took, yes, I honestly believe that as well. He does make some bad decisions, and a lot of the times I have to, I try to be nice to everyone in the space. I try not to talk bad to anyone and that, but sometimes I do look at some of the things people are buying and I'm like, oh my God, you've just spent £1,000 on that waste of a collectible. Might not sell out. Yeah, I agree with that. It might not sell out, but I think the prices are not going to be too bad. But I do think we're going to get an airdrop. Yo, I hate to say, well, how do you say that name? J Kill something. XRP maybe. Welcome. Thanks, Captain. I'm still a bit tipsy. Biggest bro, I'm glad you're tipsy, mate. I'm glad. You should have come in here for your birthday. You should have mentioned it a bit more. We could have all come on your stream for a birthday. Good laugh, you know? We'll try to get the set today, so I'm thinking about it. I know a lot of people are into the Funko project, and most of them said they're not going for the job. They're not going for the job. So they're not going for the drop, right? So a lot of people looking at it the wrong way. A lot of people seeing the 150 price tag and they're all like, it's too much money. It is not too much money for someone that actually buys Funkos and has for half my life. And I actually keep an eye on the Funkos emails, like I mentioned before. It's not that much money. And remember, you're going to get an NFT. Worst case, that NFT is probably going to be worth $50. There's 3,000 to go. There's 3,005 rarities to go in that. So there's not many, right? So worst case, I think it'll be $50. What's up? You all right, superstars? Throw some punches your way. I don't want to punch my mic today. Gold today. Did you actually get the gold? Congratulations. 4-star. How come I didn't get 5? Oh, that must be to the superstars. Funko backdrop. Yeah, I actually changed it up because I was hoping maybe you lot would pop in it. I may show you some, but I'm going to go through that Funko article. I might have to catch up with the chat first. For the Funko, I'm going for 3. See, I actually want 2, but I am so broke. I'm not even sure I can afford the 1. And I'm supposed to be going on that London trip. And I'm really debating of not going to the London trip and just buying Funkos, I must admit. And that sounds proper selfish, but it was something veve Vibe said the other day about going to an event. And then it was like, well, actually, I think I'd just rather put the money in veve or Omi. So I'm actually thinking along that way. So yeah. Good morning, Superstar Money, Jimbo Lee, Bruin. Good morning, everyone. Let's go. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm here, mate. I did send you a link. I didn't actually read your message yet. I haven't tried to ignore you. Honestly, I haven't. But I see the start of it was I'm busy or something at the minute. So I can imagine you're probably at work or something like that. But yeah, it was just an off chance. And we have got to do something, Bones, because you do bring the hype. You're so funny. I was actually watching the Cryptoys unboxing yesterday on live, and it was so funny. You bring the juju, and then the superstars as well. You always bring the juju. So yeah, that was proper funny. That was. Waitlist is closed. Yeah, I'm not that far behind. Joining a Brit Britain who loves seaweed. I was gonna take a picture of the seaweed, right? Because yesterday I was so hungry, and then in the end I just ordered seaweed. Damn, man, it was the worst seaweed I had in my life. I'll actually tweet that out because I'm sure I took a picture to send to my nephew. Because I was saying to my nephew about, I'm craving seaweed. I'm going to do seaweed tonight, right? Next minute, I was just like, you may as well just buy it from the Chinese. So I done that and then literally ended up with the most rankest seaweed I could possibly have. I may as well have cooked it, right? Biggest bro, I'm not sure about. HBD. Again, I'm not sure with like that. I'm too old. Sorry. I'll be in Vegas 4/7. Are you going in the Vegas party then? Good luck to you if you are. Happy birthday, biggest bro. Day after everyone leaves. Oh, the day after everyone leaves. Thank you, Kryptoni, and thank you, Master Jimbo. Grateful to still be in the accumulation phase of the market. This is where all wealth is made if you have the balls to hold. Yeah, I'm still buying stuff, I must admit. I've actually started buying more collectibles. I never used to buy collectibles, and now I'm at like 60, 70 collectibles. I'm still sat at about 250 comics. And in the Bob Sales wife account, I have been clearing it out. So I've probably got about 60 comics in there now and probably 4 collectibles. So I still need to get rid of that. I hate that. Good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck. I actually got the secret rare. Did you actually not get the drop? What the fuck? I'm not sure what that is. L. Oh, did people actually get L's? This dropper's not sold out, right? So is that L's for the wait list? There's no way. 600 left of that one. 500 of that one. So it's about 1,200 left by looks of it. I am in. Thought this was an easy W. So did I, to be honest. I thought everyone would get in the wait list. That seems odd to me. So a lot of people went in the wait list, probably joined it, and then went to the aftermarket and then didn't actually buy it by the looks of it. Or we're still waiting for deliveries because it's saying there's 1,200 left overall. Rare black tie 608. That's a good mint number still, but it's probably, well, it is under retail already. I actually got the black tie on the other one, and the mint number was 1,000 odd. I did try to list it for 25, but it didn't happen. So I've now got it, and it's probably at 15 now. I'm probably guessing. Let me have a look. 15 gems. So I was right about that. Damn it, man. That's a good item. So this one may pump from the 14 gem mark and then go back up to the 20 mark by the end of the day. And there's some really low mints on there, and all 174, 236, 255, and they're all on floor for the model grinn black tie. I really should pull it up on my screen, shouldn't I? Rather than just doing it like that. Right, let me catch up with the chat. L selling out. Well, I was thinking it might, but I think the Monopoly board let it down. If I had the Monopoly board, that would have 100% sold out. Waiting, holding a line. Got the secret rare. Congratulations, Jimbo Lee. I'm sure there will be rebounds. Yeah, there's 1,200 by looks of it. 25 gems, 23 gems. Yeah, I know. Ultra rare and mint. Not sure. Ridiculous. Maybe that's about the prices. Grats Bob. Rare 71 sold for 24. Does anyone think it will go up after the drop? So I actually think the rare's the black tie, right? So I actually think that's going to settle around 20 gems. It's already under that, but I think that will settle in another hour around 20 gems, I think. I mean, kind of like what the Genie done for Aladdin. That went to like 12 gems and then that pumped to like 20, if you can call that a pump. But if you bought them at 12, you're laughing, right? And a lot of people did. 2 accounts is the way to go. No, 2 accounts is not the way to go, especially when they're both KYC'd and one of them's KYC'd in your ex-girlfriend's name and you have to ask her for the password every time you get into it. So technically, it's still her account because it's registered to her. It's got her passport ID on it. So, yeah, which is why I'm trying to actually sell everything in that account, right? I actually only done that for ease because I'm so used to doing it on my phone, because I've not actually been doing drops in that one because I'm literally trying to sell everything. And right now, the only reason I haven't sold everything is because the price is so bad on the comics. Like a lot of them comics, what I've got in there, even 3-digit mint numbers, secret rares and stuff, they're not worth 30 gems right now. And that's too heartbreaking for me to do that. Even though I'm only going to sell it and then put the money back into the other account and then actually start stacking the one account, right? So I've got, because I'm at this whole time, I've just been wasting MCP. And the only reason I've done that, by the way, is because of the passport issues. So AF15 come out and I had no account at that point. The passport office in England was backed up because everyone had COVID. And then because of the COVID had left, everyone wanted to go on holiday. I was waiting for a passport for 3 months, literally 3 months. And the whole time I could do no veve. I couldn't buy anything on the market. And then they announced AF15. So then I made the other account in her name. And then that turned out to be a shit show anyway, because you were supposed to do it 3 days before the drop, which they never told anyone. And then I'd done it 2 days before the drop. So I never got AF15 anyway. So yeah, it was just a whole shit show from then on in. And they also never mentioned, they also said the merger's coming. So I know at one point I'd be able to merge them together. And then they give us that backhanded thing where the KYC's accounts couldn't be merged together, which I think is stupid, because I think if both parties send an email to say, well, I consent to this happening, and the other person said, well, I consent to this happening, I think that should be enough. As long as you can take a picture of yourself, both of yourselves at the time, to say, well, this is the real person telling you that, I think that should be fair enough case for it. So yeah, that is the only reason for that. Fire 16 black tie. And you'd be surprised the amount of times, because that her account actually gets more secret rares than, like, her accounts had more secret rares than that Bob Sales one, like 100,000,000%. Like, I've had the comic I got the other week was on that account, right? Because it was the only one that had gems in at the time. So I actually went for it on there. I couldn't move it over at the time. So yeah, that I actually got a secret rare on that one before. And then one time on that one, I actually got 2 secret rares, both 3 digits on the same comic, same drop. Like, that was crazy, right? Absolutely crazy. And that was the most luck I've ever had. On my other account, I've literally had, I don't know if you can hear me now. Just pull my thing out. Yeah, but on the other account, literally, I have no luck. I have no idea what that means. How do I get Yoda? What do you need? What do you mean by that? Do you mean by cryptoys? You need a lot of you need like every single collectible, I think. I'm not 100% sure. Ultra rare at 23. Wow, that is wow. The real W today is getting on the wait list. Yeah, it's not getting on the wait list, right? I got the rare mint number 180. I sold it for 25 gems and didn't notice the rarity until I sold it so fast. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes you just got to take the loss. Sometimes you just got to take the quick profit, right? Sometimes it goes like that. I mean, I like them, and I do believe we are going to get an airdrop. Easy rebound. And as I've got the secret rare, that's probably me with that. 3-digit secret, 3-digit ultra rare on the rebound. Congratulations. Oh, shit. Yeah, the rebound. I'm too late for that now, aren't I? Let me have a look. Oh, the buy now's still up. It's not worth it, is it? I'm tempted to hit that again, but I think I should take my secret rare and run at this point. Because I got the common on the first one. So I've lost 30 gems. I've lost 15 gems on that one. And the secret rare, I'm not even sure what that one's actually on. Where's my veve account? 1 second. The floor price is 110, so that's not too bad. I should probably sell that for that, but I'm not going to. I mean, how many editions? 666. And I've got edition 141. So what I'll do is I'll list this for a price that it won't sell for. So I'm going to put this one at 250. And obviously it's not going to sell for 250, but if it does, I'll be happy to take it, right? And then I'll buy another one with a normal mint number, because it don't really bother me mint numbers too much. That is a nice mint number. I mean, I hate this site. I hate using the site on here, I must admit. So can I not get to the market from this page? I hate that. All right, so I'm just going to have a quick look at the market. Is anyone sniping any of these, by the way? So the green one's on 20. This is the only one I can't find in physical form, by the way. So this is probably a new release that's coming. And if you did want to buy one of these, it's going to cost you $400, right? For the actual toys themselves. And you don't get a Monopoly board with that neither, just so you know. There's some 3-digit mint numbers on floor with that one. I mean, that's quite cheap. I've got to be honest. Let me know in the chat. Do you think this green one's going to go any lower than 20 gems? Because I am tempted to buy one of these for 20 gems. I'm not going to lie to you. That seems cheap already. Let me know your thoughts. I'll come back to the chat in a second. Oh, so the secret rare has already gone from 100 and whatever it was to 80 odd. That was always going to happen. So I should have sold that one straight away and took the quick profit, right? And then brought back in, because this may go down to 60 yet. So I should have done that. But again, I like the collectible. I need to play with it in AR, have a proper look at it. So that's also another thing I'm going to do first. But yeah, I probably should have sold out of it straight away and then bought another one, right? 3-digit ultra rare and rebound, not sold out. Secret rare. I don't think it's going to sell out at these prices now. But I think these prices are going to pick up a bit. And I do think this will sell out. I don't think this one needs to be burned. I think this one will sell out. Let me check what we're on now. I so much prefer using my phone to do this, I must admit. Not that my phone's caught up. My phone's trying to tell me there's only 7 black ones listed, even though I can see about 20 on the list already. Oh, there we go. Now it's refreshed now. Bloody thing. I'm in the... There's some really cool mint numbers on that. I mean, have I got any? See, I need... This is the problem when you have the two, right? Don't know which ones you got money in. So let me just check this one. Where is my... So we've got 22 in here, right? So I am going to buy one of these. I mean, that's crazy low already. So what do you reckon, chat? Do you think it's going to go any lower than that? It's already gone lower than the 20. Do you think I should hold off for another 30 minutes? Because we still only just had the drop, right? But it could pump in between. And if there's a 141 anywhere, that might be a good idea. And I never try to match the mints, I must admit. I'm not paying double the price for it, so... I mean, that's not a bad price. I'm not going to lie. My least favourite, this one as well. But it's the ultra rare, and I do believe we're going to get an airdrop. And normally with the Ron English stuff, the airdrop happens within a month. And then considering New York Comic Con's coming or whatever it is, that might be the time we get the airdrop, because we normally get a lot of artist stuff around then. So yeah, I'm debating it. Miss 357 there. Miss some really low mints on here, but there's only 666, right? So they're all three digits. Oh, look, a 662. 662. Nearly the last mint there. Is that worth buying, maybe? So I've just bought the last... Within the last 4 minutes. I don't know whether that was a stupid move or worth it or what. But 662. There's only 666 available, right? So whether or not that was a good move or not, I have just done that. So I will actually go back to the chat now and catch up. Where are you, beautiful people? Right. I probably bought that too soon, people. But yeah, we'll see. 84 secret round the rebound, second purchase. Good on you, lad. I grabbed a secret rare for $62. I think that's worth $62. Someone is listing my 180 meant for 21 jams. He bought it for me for 25 gems. I'm going to keep getting cheaper. Raven, you were too quick. I tried that. I sucked for sight. So I missed that. You're all sniping in there. So I missed that. I do apologize. Right, let me get to this Funko thing. See if I can find this. So have we all seen this? So this was released yesterday by veve. So I would read the whole thing to you, but I'm not that confident at reading out loud, I must admit, even though I read most of my things by scripts in the normal videos. But then I do write the script, so it's easier. 1 second. I've got itchy nose. Don't worry, I'm not picking it. Right, let's have a look. So available in October 2023, this collection celebrates 60 years of Iron Man with the new vinyl figures and matching digital collectible NFTs. So let's take a look, shall we? Jesus, I actually sound like Bob Sales then, didn't I? What's that about? Everett WA. So I'm just having a quick read. Funko Inc., the leading pop culture lifestyle brand, and veve, the largest digital collectible platform, have announced a new collaboration with Marvel that merges the realms of physical and digital collecting. Releasing on October 18th, 2023, this collection features Marvel's Iron Man as a towering 18-inch comic-inspired Funko Gold physical figure with a matching digital collectible figure available on the veve platform, including with every purchase. And as you can see, there's a little sticker down there, veve logo right on the outside of the box. As you can see, veve have been mentioned multiple times, and it looks great. 18-inch, which is, I believe, is a new sort of breed, because I think currently we have about 4 different sizes. And I did have a big 4, but I've actually sold that, and that was my biggest size. I'm not sure whether you can see me right now because I'm not on that page. 1 second. So this is like one of the bigger sizes. Let me just get my screen up. So this is like one of the bigger sizes, but this is not the biggest you can get. You can get one that's actually probably about that big, that wide, right? And they're not actually that expensive. I believe they were like 25 quid around Christmas, but the characters were a bit crap. So yeah, that's Game of Thrones ones. Not in the best condition. That's had a few bumps in the post, I must admit. A bit dusty. So yeah. But you get them ones, and then you get the normal ones. Let me grab a normal one. Which normal one should we grab? I think veve related. Should we grab an Alsa? I don't really like Alsa, I must admit. So we'll go for the Bishop. No, we won't go for Bishop because he's in the way. We'll go for. I'm sorry, I'm showing you my arse right now, aren't I? We'll go for. We'll go for a Power Ranger. Let's go for a Power Ranger. Ugh! I don't know if you can hear me because when I turn away from my microphone, you're not supposed to be able to, right? Right, so that's a normal size one as well. The normal, the normal $10 ones you get. A lot of these are not $10 though, I must admit. That is a black Power Ranger. I must admit, I do have a thing for Power Rangers. And obviously, as you can see by size difference, that's the size difference between them two. And then you get the other one that's literally double the size as that, right? An 18-inch Iron Man should look like. Let me find an 18-incher somewhere. Give me 2 seconds. So I don't know how much you can see that, but an 18-incher is probably going to be, so there's his bottom there. And his 18-incher, stay there, you bastard. So I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's probably around there somewhere. So it's a big toy, right? Sorry, Kylo, go over there somewhere. Just earphone back up. So yeah, they're big toys. So let's go back to the article. Get another drink. But let me turn the camera off just 2 seconds so I can itch my nose properly. So I don't want everyone to think I'm picking my nose. So you're right. Let's go back to the Funko thing. So the collectible itself, what do you think, guys? Put it in the chat. I will get back to the chat in a second, but what do you think to the actual collectible, the looks? I kind of like it. I think Tony's face looks a bit... Is it supposed to be Tony, right? I imagine it's supposed to be Tony. Yeah, Iron Man. Let's have a look. The first Marvel figure in Funko's Gold Premium Vinyl collectible line, Iron Man will be limited to 3,000 pieces, each costing $150, which I believe is about 120 to me, or 120 pounds to me. This collection features multiple color variants that celebrate 60 years of the character's rich comic book history, including the classic in red and the gold color scheme. Fans will have the opportunity to purchase individual stickered blind boxes. Yeah, so they'll all be individually stickered blind boxes, which include a code to redeem a free digital collectible NFT inspired by the physical collectible, accessible through the veve app. So let's have a look what else we've got in here. Our approach to collectibles is centered on creating new ways of... So that's... Yeah. The Chief Financial Officer, Chief Operating Officer, being able to be part of the Marvel celebration of Iron Man through this collaboration with veve is the perfect way to show Funko's commitment to collectability and ability to bring fandoms of all forms, right? Get a bit tongue-tied there. Again, it explains how you can get the veve app. And it also gives a really good description there, I must admit. veve fans can buy and collect a variety of Marvel digital collectibles, trade and hunt for rare comic books, and display the hard-earned collection through fully customizable virtual showrooms visible to other collectors. veve also offers an augmented reality or photo mode that allows collectors to interact with every digital collectible in 3D. So that they've actually done a great bit there. So I'm hoping this is not just on veve's page. I'm thinking this is going to be on Funko's. Yeah. Our collaboration with both Funko and Marvel allows veve to transcend the digital barriers by offering a physical counterpart to our highly coveted digital collectibles, said veve co-founder and CEO David Yu. Funko's pedigree in collectible space shows how constantly engaged fans are in a way that makes each experience unique, and we look forward to bringing the Iron Man character to life in a new way. So yeah, to find out more, Funko, yeah, we'll have a look at that in a second. I think that just takes you to the Funko store, if I'm not mistaken. veve 101 rares. So it does actually give you a link to the veve site. Now I'm not sure if this is just on the veve blog page, because obviously this is the veve blog page, right? Now I'm thinking that should be on Funko somewhere. So I think what we'll do is we'll go to Funko now. Yes, I love you too, Funko. See, it's already on the US here, right? So let's see if we can find this. The way I found this yesterday was, let's go new releases. All filters, sort by price probably. And that should take you there, right? Oh, it's gone. Huh. Okay. So I found it yesterday on this same page by doing that same thing. Let's have a look. Huh. Have a look. We'll find it. We'll find it. Don't you worry. Where are ya? I literally found this on my phone so easy yesterday. Let me have a quick look. Just have a quick look. I'll be with you in 2 minutes chat, and I'll catch back up with you if there's anyone still there. I'm sorry, this is not the most entertaining thing in the world. Let's find this Funko. That's so strange that that's not there. Yesterday, I found that instantly on this page, right? So let's have a look on this one. Baby, baby. So you see the backpacks as well. Let me pull. Where's my screen? So you see the backpacks as well. Look. There, if you can see that. Lion King backpack. And that is £80. £80. So that's $100 pretty much, right? Maybe a bit more than that. I think it's £40 to every $33. So if I buy a Cryptoy, for instance, it costs me £33. Whereas it actually costs you $42, right? Because for some reason I get an extra $2 on that as well. I don't know why. Come on, show me where you are, baby. Show me where you are. I wonder if that's been removed, because that was there yesterday. Exclusives. Try coming soon. Coming soon. Where are ya? I know you're there, baby. So yesterday, all I've done was type the highest price in there, and it pretty much come within the first 3. That's weird. Well, it was there. Anyway, it doesn't matter, does it? But yeah, I will be going for it. I do think it's good. And it's a great collaboration. Let me put them back before I trash something. Get back up there, son. Ugh. There's my little decon toy, my odd one out and all. You see that? I'm actually wearing my artist Thumbs t-shirt. I don't know whether you've seen Thumbs. I don't know whether you've seen the back of it, but it's absolutely brilliant. It's got a BIG on it. It's hard to show you. Look. Don't know whether you can see that. Look. It's pretty cool, right? I actually got this from Decon in London when I went to the event to see veve. All right, where are we? All right, I'm not sure where I've got to on here, so I'm sorry. I'm trying to convince myself to go for the Funko drop. 200 Canadian is not an easy decision. Yeah, it depends where you live to what it feels like price rise, right? Yeah, I fumbled it and hit the wrong freaking button. Dang, common 13 gems. Yeah, so we're not doing great on the drop, I must admit. May I have a look at one quick look at the prices again? Where are we? Share this tab instead. Go to the market. Yeah, so secret rare 77. That'll probably fall until later. Oh, 14 gems. Jesus. Okay. And then we got, sorry about the blasphemy there. Ah, look, it's already gone under. It's already gone under. I knew it'd go lower. I knew it. There's another 661 there. That's like so close to my edition as well. So I'm not sure if I made the right move by buying the other edition, but for me, it was pretty cool to have it like 4 away from the other one. So that one's 5 away from the other one. So that could also be pretty cool. No, I'll leave that one for now. I'll leave that one for now. So I am probably going to be done with the drop videos. Not drop videos this week. The actual videos, the Bob Sales ones, because I've done 3 really big histories this week. And they have took it out of me. I've had barely any sleep this week. I have also been working a night shift this week. So, yeah, it's been a bit of a mad one, I must admit. So is there any other questions in the comment? Because otherwise I'm going to head out and leave you guys earlier today, if you don't mind. More live Bob streams. Oh, God, he's going to start typing again. Go all day. I knew it was coming, right? Well, the chat seems to have died down of questions now. Maybe because I was babbling on a bit. So you've probably got sick of me by this point. So maybe you don't need me here anymore. I literally only done this because Informant was not here and he was doing the streams, and I started to enjoy doing the streams with him. And then it just got to the point where it was like, look, I'm gonna have to watch it, right? I'm gonna have to just do the stream myself. No one was doing the Haunted Mansion, so I'm gonna have to do it. I want to see you make seaweed. We'll do that another day. Seaweed's pretty easy. Can you believe that seaweed is actually kale? Right? So it's actually kale, just burnt kale. You put quite a lot of oil in a pan, I must admit, to cook seaweed. Put the seaweed in there. That's pretty much it, right? And then to make the flavoring of the seaweed, it's literally 2 spoons of brown sugar, 1 spoon of salt, a half a spoon of Chinese 5 spices. Bob's your uncle, you got your seaweed, right? So yeah, it's not easy. Later, Bobby, I am going to leave you soon, Brune. No, the chat is very lively. When Funko video, well, I've just done some bits on Funko. I don't know whether you were here then, but yeah. But yeah, I will do a Funko video, I must admit. But I'll have to actually have a look and see what I've actually got up there, because I've got so many Funkos, I'm not sure. I mean, what can I show you? Let me see what I can show you. 1 second. The easy ones to get to, I suppose. I'm sorry you're having to look at my arse again, by the way. Try and show you some of the easy ones to get to. Oh! So that's one of my favorite ones, the Joker. That's a pretty cool one. And you can actually download the Funko app. I don't know whether any of you lot have done that. You can download the Funko app. I hate trying to show camera, right? But you can actually download the Funko app and register all your Funkos on there, so you know which ones are missing. Other ones have I got on here. I'll try and find some of the ones that are out of the box. Look at this one. So obviously this one's Goldar from Pokemon, one of my favorite characters, I must admit. Don't know if you can see it. Really, I should just change my screen, shouldn't I? Let me stop presenting for 2 minutes. Kick back on track. Pick me up some bottles of booze. Right, we're off. Right, share my ting. Right, there we go. This one's 25 years. So this one's a really nice one. 25 years of the Power Rangers. And they actually celebrated another anniversary the other day, I must admit. And I do love the Power Rangers. I grew up to Power Rangers. But you can't watch Power Rangers today, I must admit. That's so awful. But yeah, it's a shame to see Tommy's dead now. He's no longer with us. That is a bit of a shame, I must admit. I really did like Tommy. Like, I idolized him as a kid. He did actually do some MMA in later life. And he was actually one of the more legit martial artists on the show, right? But a lot of the time, the fighting scenes wasn't them. It was the Japanese, I think Japanese or Chinese. I think they were Japanese. It was the Japanese character actors. They always done the fight scenes, right? There's it. I've got an it there. I mean, it's still got the price tag on that one. That one was actually pretty cheap. I mean, that was $10.99. I think they're normally about 20 quid over here, so I can double my money on that one pretty much, I would say. So yeah, that's a nice one. See if I can find a better one for you to show you. EMP exclusive. That's probably a better one to show you. I don't know why I've got Rapunzel up here. I've got Turtles up here. Look. So I actually have Zurg. Of course, you got to have Zurg, right? Look at that one. That's one of the coolest ones I think I brought. I actually brought that in London not too long ago when I went to meet some of the veve fam. Alex Osman was there. Anad One Kenobi was there. Greg was there. Well, actually, Bounder Yo was there. So yeah, it was quite fun. And we also had Ronnie there. I'm not sure of his tag, I must admit. And then I've also got some fun things like this here. I actually give one of these away in one of my videos. It does always keep shifting. It's actually a Fortnite Funko set with a t-shirt and a Funko collectible. Now, you really don't see these very often. And I believe this cost me about £3 at the time, which was an absolute bargain. I think I brought 3 of these and I give one away on stream. I've actually sold another and I give one to my stepdaughter at the time. So yeah, and I don't like Fortnite. I don't play Fortnite, but for what it was for £3, you can't go wrong. And it was a souvenir from London when I went out with some of the veve fam, and I did actually give one of these away. What else have we got around here? 1 second, I'll show you some of the other random ones. See what we've got. Making me destroy my whole wall right here. Oh, that's probably the worst Kiss one. So I actually have the Kiss set. So I have 4 different ones of these. I have each one. This one's not in the best shape at the top. It's got a couple of odd foxing in the corner. I don't know if you can see that. See the odd foxing at the top? So this one's probably been pried open at one point along its life. These ones are worth about 25 quid here. So they're on the more expensive side. Normal one's worth about a tenner, sometimes 7 quid, depending on what character you get. If it's a random character that no one cares about from Star Wars or something, like the most randomest character. I mean, I've got one up there. What's her name? So I've got Star Wars characters, right? And I'm not even sure where they're from. Never seen them. Probably had 2 minutes of airtime. And they're the ones what I think have gone to the tip mostly. So yeah. But yeah, I think these ones are about 20 to 25 quid here. Some of the more expensive ones, I've got all 4 of them, like I say. I'll show you a couple more. This is another one I picked up, and this is actually a summer convention exclusive. As you can see there. If you can see there. As you can see, it's a proper nice one. Limited edition, and this is silk. Obviously, we know who Silk is now. At the time of buying this, I didn't know who Silk was, and I literally brought it. And I've actually got 3 of these. I've got 2 up. I've got 2 up there, and I've got another box away. But yeah, I've actually got 3 of these. When I see how cheap these was at the time, I was like, they're special summer editions or whatever they are. Yeah, summer convention, Funko summer convention. So they are actually pretty important, right? So I thought for the price they were, I think these were like £6 or something like that. And for a convention special, I mean, that's pretty good. And these are brand new box, no crunches, no nothing, right? So that's one of the other ones I enjoyed. And at the time, I brought that, and then a week later, we got Silk and Veve. I had never heard of Silk in my life. I just brought it, and then we got Silk and Veve. It's like some of the little ones I got, right? As I mentioned earlier, Pops have all different size toys. So these are some of the smallest ones. I'll try not to show you my hands because I bite my nails and they look disgusting. But as you can see, these are Tokidoki. I actually found these at auction with a bunch of Pop toys. And I think you'd agree, like, how random is that to find Tokidoki here? I've got a couple more. We don't actually have that one in the veve app. We do the other one, I must admit. We do actually have Stella in the veve app, or Stellina, or whatever her name is. When more Tokidoki stuff like this, I like these little bears and stuff. And I know veve are trying to advertise to a female audience sometimes, and I think they would love something like that. I mean, I've got one, right? And they were accidental purchases as well. They weren't something I actually went out to find. So, what else can I show you? I've got Slipknot. I've got Trolls. I've got some random ones like Hero Killers. I've got a lot of Disney princesses, I must admit. Let me show that one. I've actually messed my whole background up. Oh, there's one just odd Wolverine up there for some reason. So I've got the Diamond Collection Special Edition Evil Queen. Obviously, there's one of these in veve, and that is the only reason I actually own this. It's a shame because that sticker's starting to peel off, which is a pain in the arse. I must admit, that does actually devalue it a little bit. This one hasn't been out of the box. It's in neat condition. There's no problem with this one whatsoever. Again, it's got the scan tracker underneath. Superstars may like some of the other ones that come closer to this set, because obviously you can see Sorcerer's Mickey there. There's Goofy on there. So yeah, I do like that one, and Queen Veve would like that one as well. Sure, it's Queen Veve, right? So yeah, that's some of my Pop toys anyway. I will go around the room another day and actually show you some of my actual collectibles, because I've got so many like other stuff in here that are pretty cool. Some random stuff you don't normally see. I've got a ton of Elsas. I must admit, I've got like 3 different versions of Elsa. I mean, there's an Elsa there. It's kind of like a veve drop, right? And I've got a young Elsa here. And again, I'm male. I've never watched Frozen in my life, so I probably shouldn't have them. But again, at the time, they come at the right time when I was buying Disney princess stuff, so I was happy with that. Right, let me catch up with the chat. Let me find my mouse. I've actually buried my mouse under my toys now. I don't want to put them all back up on stream because they're all going to fall, and I'm going to look like a tit, right? Put some up there. I've got Green Arrow, I've got John Cena, Sid Wilson, AC/DC. I've got Slipknot characters, obviously Disney, Marvel. I've got the bunch. Let me put some more back up there, and then I'll probably love you and leave you. I mean, I will show you my Freddy. Let me show you my Freddy first. Don't really see Freddy a lot. I know it's a bit off random. Let's show you Freddy. Now, Freddy's quite heavy, so you're going to have to bear with me 2 seconds to get Freddy out. Come on, Freddy, buddy. Oh! This is one of my pride and joys, my Freddy Krueger doll. Now, this thing needs a clean, I must admit. You can tell it's been hanging outside for a while. So, yeah, it definitely needs a clean. But yeah, it's in a glass case, and this thing absolutely weighs a ton, I must admit. And this one's a really nice collectible. I believe it's worth probably around about £150, maybe a bit more than that down to the case itself. It's actually a pull string, and the problem is with this collectible is they've took the inserts out of the box and they've put it inside this case. Now, if they'd put the whole box in the case, that would have been better. But again, they have actually done it, so it looks really neat. It does awfully need cleaning. But as you can see, it looks really neat, right? We put Freddie back. Oh, he's so heavy. Freddie's been with me probably 10 years, I would say. I mean, it's like even like things like this. Ugh! So even like things like this I have in my house. This is a military training shell. So I have some weird stuff in my house, right? So that's one of the other things I collect. I will show you that unit downstairs another day. Take the top of that off. I'll show you the bottom. Don't think it's got much on the bottom. As you can see, that is actually a firing shell, right? Something actually fired that. What else can I show you? I think I'll give it up with show and tell for now, I think. But I will show you more. And then I'll also have random collectibles as well, like this. So yes, I am an X-Files fan. I've always been an X-Files fan. I'm so dodgy with getting used to the cameras, you know. I can't work this out. But yes, I am an X-Files fan. It's one of my favorite shows. It used to be anyway. And I still can't get used to this inverted shit. But yeah, that was actually about 45 quid. I think I paid probably a bit too much for that. Select toys are not that valuable, but they do some good subjects, right? And obviously it's Mulder. Why wouldn't you get an Agent Mulder toy? The truth is out there. So anyway, I suppose I better leave you before I start showing you everything that I have in my house. Because I will. Let me catch up on the chat quick. Right, so where are we? So, my eyes, what are you doing, Bob? What was that bit to? Is that from me showing you my arse or something, probably? Funko vid sounds good. Yeah, we'll do that another day. Jimbo needs to make Funko vids too. Me and Jimbo need to hook up. I know he's doing a collection thing with Informant, but I think me and him should do that video as well. Should we go for a... Yes, we should. And if you want, I'll come and join your Funko Spaces. I do owe you a Spaces this week, I must admit. And I'm actually free because my relationship's over, so I'm actually free. Yes, Superstars. I'm in Cocoon right now. Next week will be perfect for me. That's perfect for me. If that's to me, good morning. I know I have Michael Camper on probably next week, Friday or Saturday, I believe. He was supposed to come on this week, but cancelled, had some stuff going on, which, you know, life happens. Good morning, my favorite positive person. It's great to see you, my friend. I've missed you. See, I thought I'd show you some positive vibes then when I see you. It's always good to see you, mate. Always watch us. Same as the Superstars. And the hat and the drop head t-shirt still eludes me. I actually looked for that hat and I actually looked for that drop head t-shirt for about 3 hours today. And I definitely reckon my missus kidnapped it and she's going to burn them and I'm never going to get them back, right? So yeah, I'm really disappointed with that. I'm actually still looking for them. They're around here somewhere. Nice Jimbo, drink too much of Senior Frogs. Drop sold out. Drop sold. Ah, yeah. That serves Bob. Superstars, I blame you. You put me off. Superstar money trolling the new guy in the block. Yeah, I agree. They're always trolling me. Bob, do you open any boxes of anything? Yes, I open a lot of boxes. Probably not recently on these toys, but I do have like bundles of toys down here, for instance, that are open. Right? Yeah. Oh. So as you can hear, all the rattling right now, that's me going through bits of toys that are on the floor. So yes, I have no end of toys that are open. So as you can see, this is original Skeletor. Dun, 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 dun. That's actually really cool that still lasted. I mean, I had this through my childhood. This was one of my childhood toys. Obviously, I was not old enough to have this, but my brothers were all old enough to get this. So in the end, I ended up pretty much getting the whole collection. I don't know if you can see that. It looks really terrible in this lighting, but can you see that? It's pretty cool. Skeletor. I'm not sure what they're worth, but I know they'll be worth something, even in that condition. It's like these turtles, for instance. These are from my childhood as well. These are really cool little things, and the back comes off the shell, and you can actually change the head around, right? They were so cool back in the day. My favorite characters. Then obviously even like things like this, original Star Wars. God's sake, original Thunderbirds even. I actually had Tracy Island as a kid. That's in Dad's house somewhere. So I need to find that because that's worth a fortune. The original one, they did actually remake that. So you got to be careful when buying Tracy Island stuff. Obviously, that is a Transformer, Starfire, I believe. And that has been with me for years. I must admit, it's a brandy toy and it's from 1985. So yeah, and as you can see, it's got the Chinese writing on there. Don't know if you can see that, but yeah, I've got loads of open toys as well. And then I've got stuff like this that are just random toys, and like the boxes are absolutely shoddy. Look, from where I've just bought them over the years. But I've never watched this film in my life. It was cheap, so I brought it, right? So I've got loads of random stuff like that here. What else is down here? Biker Mice from Mars, Mad Max, more Thunderbirds, more Pokemon everywhere, I must admit. There's another turtle. That's my favorite turtle in the world, Michelangelo. Best turtle is. Do you remember Mighty Max toys? I don't know whether anyone remembers them. They're pretty valuable to a certain point. A lot of people do collect them. They're really cool toys. And obviously, you got the Biker Mice from Mars. Man. When do we get Biker Mice from Mars? So yeah, I've got loads of random toys everywhere. And I won't even start going through that shelf because that is Batman galore. There's 50 odd Batman cars in there. There's Batman and Robin. There's what's his name on the board? I can't actually see behind it because there's so much shit stacked in the way. I've got Legends of Batman in there. I've got the Mothman in there. I've got, what else have I got in there? I've got Predators in there. I've got no end of stuff in there. All sorts of Batman. Well, anyway, I'm getting off piece now. Anyway, I should probably end this stream. So I'll catch up with the comments and then I'll probably leave you be. And I'll keep saying that. Okay, completed the set now. Give me the Monopoly board. I agree with that. I've completed the set, kind of. I've just got to sell one out of my other account and buy it off myself. Initiation. Yeah, I don't know how I've managed to survive this week. I must admit. I've gone from not streaming once to like all months just been streaming. Everyone's probably sick of me at this point. Bruno all of his. Great tour, Bob. Thanks for sharing. That's just some of the items. I got the green one on drop. Mint 129. Got my ticket. Yeah, because you're actually going to New York, right? Good luck with that. Oh, my good superstar money. Low. I like Freddie. I like Freddie too. He needs a clean, though. I must admit, he really needs a clean. My Collectibles is ready to party. He's always ready to party, that guy. I can't wait to meet My Collectibles, I must admit, and the superstars as well. We've definitely all got to have a big drink together one night and just get absolutely slaughtered and just, yeah, talk normal life. Now you just need to tank to use it. Where are we? Superstar money. Now, Secret Rare ran away. It went to like 80 now, so it's going back up nicely. All right, I think we gave him one more hour of comments. Good job. Yeah, Superstar money trolling away again. Superstar thought we were going to talk crypto. Ron drop sold out. I thought you called me Ron then. Thanks, Gus, for the info. Sorry, I got a little lost with the info there. Great idea, Kryptoni. Dude, this show is fun. Please keep going. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate that. I must admit. I like the ETH, actually. Agree, no quitting now. I think if it goes through his whole collection, we'll set a record long stream. Yeah, I think we probably would. Ash needs to make a My Collection video. I was actually going to start doing shorts of Bob's bits. And I was going to do an actual detailed, like, where I got the item from, how much the item's worth, toy company that made the item, date on the item, stuff like that. A lot of stuff I do know off the top of my head, but a lot of stuff I don't. And some of it I need to go through. And I haven't actually got all of it up here. There's quite a lot downstairs. A lot of the medals are downstairs. I've got fossils downstairs, World War medals, bullets, and all sorts. Think if it goes, yeah, it will. Ashley, yeah, we've already read them. The organize this part of draw. I'm sorry I've not read any of your names out today. I've not done that on purpose, I must admit. What about Big Jim Pack series, the whip? I have no idea what that is. Show us the Pokemon Grail. So I have got Pokemon stuff in here, but I've been trying to avoid buying Pokemon stuff after I give it away. But yeah, I do actually have a Pokemon Pokedex. Where is it? Let me clean it off first. Where are you? So this is actually from my childhood. And as you can see, it still works. This got used probably once when I was a child because it didn't speak. I was so disappointed it didn't read out the Pokemon to you, right? And then like the deal is with this, you can literally type a number in. So you have like a couple of options there, page, etc. I'm trying not to show my nails again. So you've got page, favorite, sort, cap. That's how you go through the list. So if you search page, for instance, you can either put name. So I'm going to put one second. Let me get back. So I'm trying to work it. 1 second. Let me get it back on. Yeah, so you got clock on here, all sorts of stuff. Favorite, sort, height, weight. Let me. Should actually type it in by weight and stuff like that. I'm just trying to find a way to get stuff up. I can't actually remember how to use this thing. Probably why I never used it. But yeah, it does actually let you see by weight and stuff like that. I'm actually trying to find the number thing, but I can't even find it. Where are you? Psychic. So it actually comes up with all the types of Pokemon, stuff like that. But yeah, that's a Pokemon thing anyway. Got a couple of Charadards somewhere. I need to actually give one of these away. I'm going to give one of these away before. This actually come with my Pikachu toy. The deal was you buy the toy, you get one of them. So this actually come with this. That was about 45 quid, by the way. Is official Pokemon, as you can see by the bottom there. And obviously that card come from them with that. So that was actually a great buy. It was literally like buy one of them, get the card free. And as you can see, the card's pretty cool, right? And a lot of people kept these cards, and I do believe these are worth a little bit of money already, and they will just go up from there, obviously. So anyway, yeah, let me catch up with the chat before I break everything. Right, where were we? Remember those? No, too late. One of my new favorites now, Bob Sales. Thank you very much, mate. It's nice to know like important people like yourself find my company. You know, I'm glad people trust me and like me, and you always wonder whether people actually like you and stuff like that. Scored the secret rare and 2-digit rare on the rebound, completed the set and grabbed an extra secret rare, 70 gems. I think the set's worth completing. I do believe there will be an airdrop, I'm not going to lie. Bob's Bits, that is 100% what I'm going to call it. In fact, when I was going to make a second channel, that was what it was called, Bob's Bits. And I never got around to making the channel because my videos have been such a dig. I could never do 2 channels, right? But if my first channel goes down for any reason, anything goes wrong, or we don't get any more viewers or whatever else, and I go choose to do something else, it will be about Disney attractions, Disney theme parks, and deep dives of histories of movie making and stuff like that. Just favorite stuff what I just want to cover. Yeah. I mean, I have tried to put one of them on my other channel, which was the Titanic one. And that Titanic video was really good, by the way. If you haven't watched that video, go and do me a favor and watch that video. When you're bored, go and watch that video. It's pretty good. I watched the Titanic dives over the years. So over the years, I see the difference between the technology, what James Cameron used, and then what Titan used. And I could actually see just by looking at Titan, the 2 differences between the ships. And then there's the history of the Titanic in there, bit about going down to the ships and stuff like that, bit about the expeditions. It's a really good video. I enjoyed that. That video was the longest video I ever made, and that took me 3 days. 3 days that took me to make that video. People have fun with that one. How do I get Yojo on Cryptoys? I think you need to ask Superstar Money or one of the ambassadors. I'm not really sure. I know you need to buy a bunch of Ultra Grails, I think. I'll be in New York. Good luck with a New York trip. Look up Big Boy Gyms. There was so I will have a look at that. I had a look at some of the stuff yesterday people put in the chat, I must admit. I seen your Pokedex on your shorts. Yes, I actually used it for that Pokemon video. And that Pokemon video, I enjoyed making that so much at the time. At the time, I only had so many collectibles, which is why it didn't go on longer. But I am going to do another video like that. I just haven't had time to do it. Some of them shorts are really good on my channel, by the way. There's some really inventive ones on there, like the Jurassic Park one. And there's also one where I match my NFTs to my pop toys. I only done some of the pop toys, but yeah, I did. Like Stitch was on there, Batman was on there, a couple of other ones were on there. But that was a really good video too. They're so underrated, some of my shorts. And then I see other people that put shorts out there where it's just the NFT standing there and you get thousands of likes. I never understand YouTube algorithm, I must admit. Push Big Jim's back and he chops wood. Oh, right. Oh, I think I'm with you. Big Jim Karate Chop. Right. I think I'm with you. I think I've seen that. Is that a toy, right? So I think I know what toy you're on about. The Van Gogh X Pikachu card got scalped so bad. They always do, to be honest. Pokemon's a really random market. Somehow the new cards are still worth money, and I'm not sure how. So yeah, I'm not sure how. And it's like these Pokemon cards here, right? So McDonald's in my country, I eat a lot of McDonald's, don't I? So McDonald's is still giving away these. I've actually stuck loads of these Pokemon cards to my cabinet over there. That's what a bunch of them are. McDonald's ones. I'm not sure if these are official Pokemon cards or not, though. I presume they are, right? Let's open one. I presume they are just official Pokemon cards. I normally just stick the packets to the cupboard because I like the looks of the packets, I must admit. Well, they do look like normal Pokemon cards, right? Oh, well, look at that. First card I get, Pikachu. It's pretty cool, right? And then the rest, I have no idea what they are because they're all too old. That's obviously a Clefairy type thing, probably another evolved, probably evolved again after that point. Never seen them. They're absolutely ugly. Pokemon definitely went down in design. The first 150 were the best ones. And then obviously that Pikachu's actually fire. I quite like that card. I must admit. So yeah, I'm going to keep that card. But yeah, I have actually got stacks of these from where I've been opening them. And they're all from McDonald's over the years. I've actually got stacks of them. Growleafs, and I know I found... I forgot about that one. There, have you seen these ones? Look. That's from the Decon event. This is actually the artist thumb. So the t-shirt I'm wearing, the artist thumbs, was at Decon, right? He was one of the best artists at Decon, does a lot of Simpsons work and stuff like that. Obviously, that was one of the Pokemon cards I got from him. He does Simpsons cross characters at artist thumbs. There you go. He was actually a really cool dude, by the way. I met this guy at the veve event, and he was so sound. He was so nice, right? And then I met him, and the art was crazy looking. He was one of the best artists there and all. I'm surprised veve haven't reached out to Thumbs yet, because they should. And he's even got some NFTs Thumbs have. And I know he's quite popular, I must admit. So I'm hoping we do get Thumbs at some point. There's another Thumbs one there. I mean, as I say, with my t-shirt what I'm wearing, it's got Biggie Smalls on the back and it's all Thumbs. So it's a HRO card there. I'm not sure if anyone scanned that. There you go. You're more than welcome to scan that if you want. Anyone? It's only a Selena anyway. I've got a bunch of cards and stuff just laying around everywhere. So yeah, I've got quite a few stuff just laying around, and I need to go through all this house again, tidy it all up. So anyway, I better go, I suppose. 100%. Thanks for the video, man. Thanks for coming as always. Do we have some seaweed? I don't have any here. Love, I love you too, brother. As always, I love you. I hope I don't get ripped by completing this drop, like the Ron English set that I completed. What, the monkeys? So the monkeys got an airdrop, right? But I actually got half of that set, I must admit. I got the 3 secret rares, the McDonald's ones, and then I left the other monkeys themselves. So yeah, I was a bit annoyed when the airdrop come and I only completed half the set, right? So I think that's the chat done. Thank you for having me, everyone. Much appreciated. So I'm not sure if I'll be here tomorrow. I'm not going for that drop whatsoever. I think that drop is complete trash. I've never seen the film, and we already have the platinum moment, right? So I believe that's where the value is in that collectible. I actually like the platinum moments, like in looks wise. So I believe that's probably the better version to go. I haven't actually had a look at the drop properly. I know it's 30 gems, I believe, and it's got the boy with a guitar. It's got the haunted looking ghost thing. And then it's got a dog for some random reason. I've never watched the film, so I have no idea how that drop's going to do. I have definitely not got time to do the history this week. I am done for histories this week. So that'll be me till next week. But yeah, I may do tomorrow's drop. I may not. I'm definitely not going for the drop. And if you do a drop stream, I do believe you probably should go for the drop, right? It's not as good if you don't go for the drop. I could always snipe after. But again, with that collectible, I don't even want to snipe that collectible. That is complete rubbish in my opinion. So anyway, I've been your host, Bob Sales. Thank you, everyone, for having me, as always. Thank you for having me all week. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing this when Informant's back, because this is kind of his thing, and I don't like encroaching on other people's territories. Same as Volt. When Volt used to do it, like, I would never do this because it was Volt's thing. If a content creator has their thing, you should never try and steal their thing. And I believe that's their thing, right? Whereas my thing's to do the drop videos, it's to do the nice jokes at the end, it's to do the Bob Sales bits, that's my thing, right? Anyone steals it, anyone does it, you need to give them one of them for me. So anyway, I've chatted to you enough. I've probably bored you. We've spoke some we spoke some good shit. Anyway, keep an eye on the channel, keep an eye on the videos. I love you as always. I've been your host, Bob Sales. This time next year, we will be millionaires. A peace.